What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, man. I'm sitting here and I'm just kind of thinking about a lot of things about growth. The ways that you grow is always a new level to something. It's either mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. There's always a way that you can grow. You may think, okay, well, my body's top tier physique, but your relationship with God isn't. Or you may think, man, I got a really good business and I got really good finances, but my body is very scrawny. There's always levels to ways that you can level up. Hey, I'm really good with this and that, but my mentality is so weak. I do things based on how I feel, right? You put yourself in these certain boxes where you don't even recognize that you need to grow, that you need to expand yourself. And most of the time we think that we're trying something. Most of the time we think that we're going for something different. And that if it fails, it's just not meant to be, or that we're just not good at it. But sometimes God puts us in a position where when we fail, he's really just redirecting us. And it's not that we failed, but it's just that God has a different vision for us. We may have a vision of, I want to make $50,000 this year in doing this one thing, but God's like, I have the vision that I'm gonna give you 2 or 3 things, and you're going to hit 150,000, and you're going to impact these people, and you're going to tell these people about me. And not only that, not only are you going to grow, mentally and financially, but you're also going to grow spiritually, and you're going to gain a relationship with me. And it's not that everything is bad. It's not that it has to be a negative thing. It's just that he's redirecting you to where you're supposed to be at. There's no problem with that, because God always has a bigger vision than you do. He has the better goal than you do that you may have never even thought about. And that's just the power of God. That's just the power of how he operates and how he works. But I'm starting to realize that no matter what level or what age you're at, you're always learning how to level up and learning how to become the better version of yourself. And it's like, well, duh, like that's simple. That's of course you are. But you never really recognize the different categories that you do that in until you're in that position. You might be in a relationship and you're like, I never had to think about me and another person before. So now I have to do mental maturing to realize that life is just bigger than me now. I may have a family, and what I want to do, I can't do because I need to redirect my focus to this. I need to shift what I'm thinking about and the paradigm of my thinking to what reality actually is, and that's just what it is. So I love it though. I think that growing and figuring out who God has called you to be has got to be one of the greatest things in the world, because you are finding new ways to evolve so consistently that you can do it every single day. It can start with how you talk to people. It can start with how you interact with your coworkers. It can start with your business plan. It can start with how well you cook a meal for customers. It can start with how you drive and your road rage. It can start with how you are and how you interact with your family. It can start with your tone of voice. It can start with so many things that it just gives you more clarity to be like, wow, this is what I could be working on. This is how I can be better. I need to go hit the gym today. Okay, so I don't feel like it. Wow. So I realized that my mentality is a lot weaker than I actually thought it was. Okay, well, I need to make sure that I'm eating right. Okay, well, my discipline is not where I thought it was. I'm doing these certain things and it's not getting me to where I need to. And it only makes you reflect on you, right? But the power of growth is wonderful. And if you're young, you feel like, okay, well, I got all these things I want to do. I got all these dreams and goals and aspirations that I feel like need to be done before 25 or before 30. Just know that you have time to grow, and God willing, he will give you that opportunity. He will give you the opportunity. That's just who you are. That's just who he's called you to be. And he'll show you, look, this is where I want you. This is what I want you to work on. This is what I want you to do. That's where he wants you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I feel like it's like a little disco party up in here, looking at it on the camera. Not gonna lie. But there's no problem with trying to find ways to be better for yourself. Understand who you are. Understand who God has called you to be. Understand where God has called you in this season of your life to get you to where he needs to get you. Because at this point in your life, you need to figure out, who does blank, your name, need to be? Who does blank need to depend on? Who does blank need to inspire and to impact? Who looks to blank? That's you. Because these are real questions. And if you don't recognize or don't feel like you have an answer to them, that should say something about you as well. You don't need siblings to have to impact people. You don't even need friends to impact people. You can just impact your family. You can impact coworkers. You can impact the people in your business. Praying for the people in your business. Hey, look, like for me, I'm a mentor, so I do calls. Every now and then, I might be like, hey man, like, okay, cool. We talked about what we needed to on this call. Is there anything I can pray for you about? Is there anything that you need from me? You know what I'm saying? It's not just full mentor and business mode. How are you doing mentally? You know, how does blank operate in this season of his or her life right now? What does that look like? Okay. And we'll just pray right there. Okay, God, I pray for blank, and I pray over their peace and over their mentality. Pray for what they have going on, because it's bigger than me. It is. And that's just the way that it's supposed to go. God has allowed me to have my business to mentor people and impact people, but not just for my gain, but also for his. And that's why everything that I do it with a passion. Everything that I talk about, I say with confidence. Every time that I'm impacting someone, or I see the smile that they have on their face, or the laugh that they haven't had in a while, is the impact that God has put on me to bless them with. And I give full recognition to God for that. I've heard a lot of people say, you have a light. You have some type of brightness inside of you that you walk in a room, you talk to people, and they start smiling. That's God. You know what I'm saying? That's God living through me to show there's light in the world. And I love that. I can't just be like, oh yeah, that's all Elijah. He just got aura. He just got motion. He just got this and that. No, that's God. You know what I'm saying? It's a different level of, people say it's Godfidence instead of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because they got God in them. Do you got Godfidence? Do you got maximize aura whenever you talk to people and whenever you walk in a room? Like, what does that look like for you? You know, that's the position you have to ask yourself. What ways am I growing consistently, and how am I honoring God in it? So, yeah, y'all, it's a nice night for you to take a little drive and just record this video, get some things off my mind. And you know, if you made it this far, I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for listening. I really want you guys to understand, like, you need to think about who you are, what impact you have on people, how much people are looking to you, because you matter to somebody. You do. Someone's looking at you to become successful. Someone's looking at you to see how you handle a situation. Someone's looking at you to see how you maneuver in different environments. But someone's looking, and you got to keep moving. So that being said, y'all, it's gonna wrap up this video. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, y'all. You already know how this goes. Comment what you guys want to work on. And if you made it to the end of this video, once again, I appreciate y'all for watching. That being said, I will catch you on the next one, and much love. I'm gone.